Starting this bad boy up. Hopefully this looks good on the stream. Everything like that. Neil didn't even get to see what it looks like and shit. So, be alright. Let's have a good show, fellas. Let's have a good show. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good actually. Everything considering. Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. Cool. Bet.
Yo, you know you sent that to us, right?
You muted, bro.
What did I send?
You sent us the link to YouTube to the podcast.
Didn't even send it to anybody. How the fuck? What the fuck? I have no idea. I must have copied it and pasted it in the message. I have no clue how to do it.
This guy is funny. Let's share this out and everything. You're not that guy, pal.
This dude Lawrence, I just don't understand.
Yeah, let's start it off with that when we get into it.
Yeah, I just don't I mean,
hold on.
I don't know. I don't want to embarrass him though. That's the thing.
Oh, I'm ready to sit here and go back and forth like this.
I just don't want to fucking embarrass the guy out here.
Well, I'm ready.
Hold on. Whew. I just want to get the stands mad. That's all. You know.
Recording in progress.
All right, man. Welcome back. We got another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your co-host Lawrence Elliott here. Feeling good. It's been a great week. Going to Dallas next week, so I'm really excited to finish this shit out, and then get to go to Texas for the first time. You know. So.
What do you got going on there?
I'm going to the RDC World Convention, and then obviously my birthday was Monday, so I'm celebrating that too. And then just have a good time, do some shit I've never done before. Thinking about going skydiving, you know. So you look, why the face like that? Why your face?
I mean.
First off, introduce yourselves. First off, let's just do that first. Before you absolutely go ballistic on me for
I'm gonna call somebody at YouTube right now and just tell them right now to demonetize this video.
Why?
Because I'm gonna embarrass you right here.
Let's go.
Like,
first off, hold on. Before you even do that and get mad over the thumbnail and the title and all that, introduce yourself for the people and matter of fact, Kenny, you go first. And then we'll let him.
No.
We'll let him introduce himself and then go into his Conor McGregor.
After this video, we're gonna be smoking on that Lawrence pack. That's a fact.
Appreciate you, Nick. Appreciate you.
It's Kenny. Having a pretty good week. Can't complain. As Lawrence would say, Friday Junior. But I'm just ready to watch these two go at it. So I'm gonna shut up now.
Let's go.
You already know who it is. I'm out here. I'm sick of the disrespect. I'm sick of the ignorance. It's time. All right. As soon as this fucking shit happened, I see shit all over the place, right?
Right.
And this man right here, this guy who calls himself a sports fan, is out here on Facebook. He's out here on Twitter posting about Conor McGregor's fight. Like,
hold on. I posted like 2 or 3 things. Let's not get carried away.
He was out here.
Let's not get carried away.
Y'all know that song "Foolish" by Ashanti? That's Lawrence. She made that shit for Lawrence after this fucking Conor McGregor fight.
Bro, listen. Hold on. First off, I bet money on him.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. What's going on there?
No, that's my dad. Hold on.
Well, in the meantime, Neil, how's your golf game been recently?
We went out there today and fucked it around.
Nice invite.
It was we went out that late, 6:30. You didn't want to be where we were at. We were at Westmoreland Golf Course. They had a Trump flag up still. You didn't want to be out there.
I mean, you're probably right, but I'm just saying. You know.
It was not good. It was not a good time. That course is banned. That course is.
Yeah, I got a golf tournament coming up in 2 weeks, July 30th.
Yeah.
I'll be out there for that one.
So the last hole at the course we played at is a 260-yard par 4, and on the left side of it is the parking lot, and me and my friend Crow were in the parking lot, and we were getting our shit in the car, and it, I swear to fucking God, they hit the dudes drove the ball and it hit the roof of the fucking tin shed that they had over there, and we thought we were getting shot at. It literally sounded because I walked into the bar there to return the cart key, and I was just giving everybody the fucking stink eye. I just didn't want to be there. I knew I was surrounded by fucking white trash. I was just looking around at everybody, and I was I gave somebody the wrong look. They were drunk and they started shooting at us, and I was like, oh fuck, we better get out of here. But some dude just shanked the drive. That's all.
All right, so now let's get into the McGregor war.
So,
let me give some background. This all started before the fight even happened, when Neil tweets about the Stephen A. and McGregor interview, and Lawrence says it was all cap.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know.
So this is where it all starts from, people. Before the fight even took off, Lawrence and Neil were at each other's throat.
Lawrence has an issue. I don't know what his issue is. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna act like Conor McGregor isn't one of the best MMA fighters we've ever seen.
I never said that.
What's the cap then? Why are you capping all over? You are Sir Cap-a-lot. Okay,
so he went into the interview. I watched the whole thing. It was 20 minutes. It was for about 14 minutes. It was garbage. He says, first off, he says in the interview that his losses don't count because he was never knocked out.
Yeah, he says. I mean, fighters think that way. If you can't knock me out, if you lose in a split decision, if you lose. I don't know. I would say his tap outs count. He's been tapped out twice. Those count in my eyes.
He literally said in an interview that the tap outs don't count.
Man, listen. At the end of the day, you look at Conor McGregor as a businessman, as the best promoter we've ever seen. He's going to sell the fucking shit out of fights. It doesn't matter who he fights. He could literally fight me and he'll sell it out. We know it'll be a one-punch KO. He'll fuck me up, no problem. But people are still gonna pay $70 for that pay-per-view to watch a 30-second fight because of Conor McGregor. He's gonna sell out every single fight. But I'm not talking about this right now. I want to talk about your bullshit. He done. What's he said? Can you pull up Facebook, Kenny? He's done. Pull up the Facebook.
At what point, man? At what point?
Let me pull up the post.
Pull up the fucking Facebook.
At what point? I just simply say, he done. I say Conor's done.
Read some of the statuses from the other day.
It's literally one.
I'm going back. I was trying to find them.
It's literally tweets. It's literally one.
That on Facebook.
You erase them, Cap-a-lot?
I didn't erase anything.
Yeah, Conor is done. Conor is dirt. LOL. He did.
Conor is dirt.
Nonsense to lose again.
Conor is dirt. He broke his leg, bro. They didn't even finish the first round. He broke his fucking leg.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. That's what you have to say to me right now? You have to tell me that it's unfortunate?
Yo, Kenny, go to the ESPN app for me.
Wait.
Can you go to the ESPN app for me?
All right, what am I doing?
What are we looking at the ESPN app for?
Go to UFC 264. And what does it say next to Dustin Poirier's name?
Okay.
I think we all know where we're going with this.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying.
It's a loss.
It's not a loss. It should be, first off, it should be a doctor stoppage, which it was, and there's no way Poirier should have got that win. It should be a no contest. If he fucking got up and fought, he would have, but his leg was in pieces. There's no reason Poirier should have got that W.
Oh, here we go. These are the text messages. Neil says, you hate to see that shit. Conor ain't done. And then Lawrence says, trash.
Yeah, trash.
And what? Kenny, what time was this?
This was after the fight.
Okay.
Like 12:30.
Yeah, because I lost money on him.
12.54.
I lost money on him. I lost money.
What?
I bet money on him. I bet money on him. What are you talking about? He's dirt. Concerned to me. Listen, to me, he's dirt because he lost me money. I bet money on him. That's why he's dirt. That's why he's dirt.
It's your pussy ass fault for betting on him in the first place. Why would you bet on him?
This completely backfired on. No, this completely backfired on him because you thought she was about to fire him up. I put money on him the day before. I had 2 sets of bets on him.
Okay, so what you need to do is go back and edit all your statuses and say he's dirt because I lost money on him.
No, he's dirt.
He's dirt. He's not a bad fighter. You can't say that. You can't say he's dirt. You can't say he's trash.
Yo, right now, welcome to IBTE Sports Podcast, man. Me and Neil going right.
You should apologize right now to everybody tune in right now. To all 7 people, you should say, I'm sorry for being ignorant. I'm sorry for talking trash and capping all the time.
All right, so what happened in the last 4 fights?
Okay, let's see. He fought probably the best UFC fighter of all time.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Kenny, you hear this? Kenny, you hear this?
What?
So he lost once. That's his last 4 fights. What happened at the one after that?
I'm counting on my fucking hand here.
Go ahead.
He lost to the best fighter we've ever seen. Well, the best wrestler we've ever seen, Khabib.
Yep.
After that, he fought Cowboy and won. Then he fought Poirier, got KO'd, and then fought Poirier again and broke his leg in half. And then they're counting his boxing match against Floyd as a fight.
But I'm tripping for calling him dirt. That's just 3 out of 4 losses. That's all I'm saying. Regardless of how you cut it, Neil, as a fan of him, first of all, I bet money on him, so I got nothing against him. I bet money that he was going to win the fight. You know what? So that, like I said,
if
14.
If anything, right now, you're making yourself look even worse by calling him dirt because that you're saying that you bet money on somebody that you think is trash.
Because I didn't think he was gonna lose to him twice.
He didn't lose to him. He broke his fucking leg.
All right, so let me go to Rivers. Let me go say, let me get my money back.
I agree.
The rest of my UFC parlays hit. But the main event. The best guy that just did 24 hours, I think it was 48 hours before the fight, saying he's going to bounce his head off the ground, he's going to be leaving in a stretcher, and he sold.
But, I mean, realistically, though, that's what everybody says before a fight. What's he supposed to do? Walk in there and say God, I'm going to get my ass beat? The shit out of me this weekend. Like, I mean, that's what...
Listen, they're going to fight it. They're going to fight again, so I can't wait. And I'm going to bet on him again because I don't think he's going to lose again.
Yeah, they're saying that Conor lost his last 5 fights because they're counting his boxing match too. His boxing match against Floyd, because after he fought Floyd, he went straight into Khabib and lost.
Yeah.
And then after Khabib, he took the time off and came back and fought Cowboy Cerrone, smoked him, and then after that, he fought Dustin after Cowboy, got fucking smoked.
Right.
Paid the fuck owed, and then lost. Obviously, they're counting his broken leg as a loss.
Which, I mean, I'm with Neil.
It should be no contest.
Because he wasn't knocked out. He didn't tag.
What's the history? What's the history of those situations, though?
You have to look up the only other time it happened. To be honest, I can think of off the top of my head right now is Anderson Silva. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh yeah, when he got What did he do in that? Did he break his leg?
Yeah, Anderson Silva against Weidman. You could look it up and see what the turnout with that one was.
That's when
went for the leg kick and it snapped in half and he fell back onto it. I mean, Sugar Shane. It happened to Sugar Shane too. I think he tore his knee in the middle of a fight. I think they called that shit a loss too. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a loss. But it shouldn't be. I don't think an injury mid-match should be a loss for you.
And listen, I'll say this too, right? I bet money on him, so I was a little salty. I'll admit that. In no way am I saying that he's not one of the greatest MMA fighters that we've ever seen. So let's just get that out the way.
Apologize. I want you to go on Facebook and apologize.
I'm not apologizing
for putting out these statuses of cap.
No,
I want to stop capping.
I want to point something out with that interview. Right, I said 14 minutes was bullshit, and then there was about 5-6 minutes where I'm like, all right, I'm going to the casino. I'm going to the kiosk. Like that, he got me right there, and then he just, unfortunately, the stoppage. Like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's gonna come back. It's not like he's not gonna come back.
Well, according to you, he's not.
Hey man.
Kenny, in his words, what did he say?
Bro, he can really.
Kenny,
his
words.
He's done.
Connor's done.
He could be done. You know why?
Dirt,
because he just signed Proper 12. Yo, shout out to Proper 12. I love his.
Trash. Connor's done. Yeah,
hold on. Are you gonna let me rebuttal or not? Please.
We don't rebuttal to your own statement.
Yeah, you fucking you.
I wanna explain them though. I wanna explain them. First off, he can be done because even when I was watching the Stephen A. The interview, I'm sitting there like, okay, he just inked a deal for $600 million with his partners for the Proper 12. I love Proper 12 liquor. Shout out to them. Like it's $600 million on the table, and he's gonna have equity in the business going forward. So he can really stop when he really doesn't have to fight anymore.
He could have stopped after the Floyd fight. He made $100 million.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like he could really be done.
He was gonna stop after the Floyd fight.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to. Honestly, all right. So regardless of all this shit, I mean, fuck Lawrence is always fuck Lawrence. But regardless of all this shit. At the end of the day, I do believe that Conor McGregor should stop fighting in the UFC. I don't think he's washed up. I don't think he's dirt. I don't think he's trash. I just don't think he has that murderous, I'm going to come out and take your fucking skull off instinct that he had when he was hungry, when he was chasing belts, when he was chasing money for his family.
No, that's big millionaire walk around.
After that Floyd fight, which if you ask me too, was set up for Conor to fail. Floyd got to pick the refs. Floyd got to pick the gloves. Floyd got everything that he fucking wanted.
And where did McGregor go? He went into his domain. You're not what? Like
I know, but regardless, you should have some sort of in between. No. It shouldn't be all for one person.
Floyd holds all the chips when it comes to boxing.
Every time they went to a clinch and Conor tried to punch, they got broke up every single time. You go back and watch the fucking Floyd Conor fight. Conor is winning the rounds. Every single round, Conor is winning the round.
Until he was getting his face punched in.
He was completely fine. He was gassed. That's all he was. You think that
he was still getting his face punched in, regardless of being tired or not.
No boxing ref is stopping that fight in a real boxing match. They're not doing it.
I wish they kept it going.
Well, everybody does. That's bullshit. There's no reason that should have been a stoppage. No reason. You got a guy that fucking gets shin bone to his chins and breaks orbital bones and fucking shit with elbows and shit.
Conor,
you think those 8-ounce gloves are gonna fucking
listen. Conor is great. Conor is great.
Rick, say that shit again for your
facts.
Man, because
I realize what he's doing for the sport. I'm not saying none of that.
I'll be dead honest with you right now. Are we watching the UFC if Conor's not fighting?
No chance.
I'm not paying for a pay-per-view fight. I mean, there's maybe I'm a huge fan of the fight game, but if Conor's not fighting, there's maybe 4 or 5 fighters that'll make me pay for a pay-per-view fight. Every single time I see Conor on a card, I'm paying for it.
The last fight I bought, not even from me, my parents was Floyd in 2000.
That's a boxing match.
2001. I'm just saying pay-per-view in general. Like I don't pay for that.
Okay, but anyway you spin it here, there's 2 people. Right,
he's a great showman.
There's 2 people that made the UFC. Hate it or love it, Ronda Rousey made the UFC, and then Conor was just so happened to be right there at that same time and was like, okay, Ronda's great. She's the best woman fighter we have right now, but y'all sleeping on me. I'm fucking here. Knocked Jose Aldo out in 6 seconds. Became champ, and dominated weight classes. 2 weight classes for years, and then he made his money. I mean, he had kids. He's 32 years old.
It's the story of every big celebrity. Exactly. Even we see it in music, we see it in broadcasters, and journalists. And when you're younger and you haven't made a name for yourself, you're better because you're hungry. Once you get to the peak, I mean, for example, Stephen A. Smith, we see the wild stuff he said. Stephen A. Smith was great. I'm not saying he's not good anymore, but he's not the same that he was. Once you get your money, it's complacency. It's what do I have to be the best for now? I already made my money, and they're not going to fire me.
That's a fact. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like I said, going back to it, I think he should be done in the UFC. I'm not saying he should be done fighting. I really 150% believe that Conor McGregor could become a contender in boxing. He could contend for a belt in boxing.
But my thing is, okay, how much different is the training? with his style.
But he's done boxing training before, like
his last fight. Before the last Poirier fight, he was in a Manny Pacquiao camp. He was training to fight Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
So I think yes, it's different. It's 100% different. You're going longer, and you have to. I mean, he needs to get his stamina down for sure if he's gonna do that shit. No more riding the bikes. He needs to road race. Like he needs to run, which people don't even realize how much that helps your stamina. Running is like the top. Lawrence, you know, running that shit makes your lungs just cry. That's the best fucking cardio you can do.
Listen, before we move on though, I'm gonna say this on my behalf. Regardless of Neil trying to fire me up, Kenny pulling receipts out, I did say those things, and I stand by those things. I usually admit when I'm wrong or any type of wrong, but today is not one of those days. Like I still feel that way. I put money down on him, and I felt disappointed. That's all it is.
So every time you put money on your Saints and they lose, you're gonna call them dirt?
I don't bet on the Saints. Stop playing with me.
All right.
Come on, man.
Because you're pussy.
I'm not betting on the Saints. The last time I bet on the Saints was Marshawn Lynch's run. I'll never do it again. Bet on him in the playoffs. Never do it again. Never. I know better. That's bad juju. No matter how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm gonna feel a completely different way, and I'm cool with that.
Do we feel like if Conor hung up the fucking UFC gloves, he could make a career in boxing? Yes or no?
I think so.
I think he'll be just fine. Now the extent of what we talking about, him taking it over, now that's a different story. That's a different story.
Like it's like he'll be serviceable. He'd be a guy like I would pay to watch.
I said contender. Right. I didn't say takeover.
Yeah.
But what does he fight at?
He's a lightweight.
Well, what was that?
Let's see.
What would that translate?
He probably walks around at 155.
So, what is Canelo? Canelo 160?
That's a lightweight. So he fight at lightweight.
What's Canelo in them at?
I think Canelo's a middleweight.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Canelo I think is
that
middleweight.
boy the best.
That would probably be Conor's only downfall is if he goes to boxing, he's gonna want to. Or if his downfall would be that he's going to want to face all the big name dudes, so he would be fighting dudes out of his weight class.
Yeah, he would go jump around with weight classes, but I feel like Conor. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I feel like Conor, because he's not small. Like when you watch that Floyd fight, he was way bigger than Floyd.
Right.
I feel like Conor walks around 165, 170. So he might be welterweight, and that might be better for him because I don't think the welterweight is very strong. I'm pretty sure lightweight. I'm pretty sure Gervonta Davis is in lightweight.
Right. I think so. Because dude looks like he's 150 something wet.
You feel me? Like that's all I'm saying. Like does he really want? He's not gonna get there right away. But
yeah, he's a lightweight.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis will really.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Gervonta Davis is my favorite boxer, so I'm not going to say he's neither here nor there, but he's also fighting people like the same size as him. Conor is much bigger and has taken much more punishment throughout his career, so I feel like his chin's a lot stronger, but I do feel like Gervonta Davis is an absolute murderer. Like he's just an assassin.
He's different.
So he's really different. And if I was Conor and I was going to go over to boxing, I would stay the fuck out of lightweight division.
Jake Paul does not want Canelo. There's nobody in boxing in the boxing world that wants to fight Canelo.
Triple G.
No, he doesn't. Didn't they fight already?
Done it twice. Yeah, twice.
Twice. What was it? They split.
I think they drew it and then he lost.
And then steroids came.
He won, so he won the first fight, and the judges gave it a draw. It was a clear win for Triple G. Everybody in the boxing world said the same thing. Teddy Atlas was hyped after. I'm pretty sure Teddy Atlas almost had a heart attack after that fight because he was going crazy about how the fucking judges fucked it. It was crazy. It was terrible. So Triple G felt robbed. He gave Canelo more time to figure out Triple G. Triple G gave it a good round, give it a good go in the following fight, but Canelo was just too much. If he fights you twice, you don't want that.
Yeah. Was the guy he figured him out, and then what? Then the PEDs come for Triple G after that.
I don't think they even planned another fight after that.
Oh, okay.
I think it was over. I think he said he was stepping away from boxing, and then I think somewhere around there he probably PED'd up. But who the fuck cares? But anyways, regardless of all that, Lawrence did some fucked up shit. He needs to apologize. Sometime he'll realize that he's wrong.
I'm not.
I admit Conor McGregor will be back.
I admit that I'm wrong a lot, or when I am wrong, I say it, but I'm not gonna apologize for this.
Conor McGregor will be back. That's a fact. 8 months, 6 to 8 months, get some fucking balance going. He said he's got a titanium shin bone now, so his leg kicks are be even more brutal. I don't think.
Kenny, what did they say? Kenny, what did they say? I said what I said, and that's that.
But yeah, he's definitely gonna be back. I don't think he should fight Poirier again. I don't think he should. There's nothing there for him, to be honest. No. People want to see it, but
do we want to see it?
Your wife's in my DMs. It said your wife's in my DMs.
Yeah, he was, bro. He is. Well,
he's a scumbag.
Everybody was saying that, but he started selling the next fight as soon as he broke his leg.
Yeah, 100%.
Literally, 100%. As soon as he snapped his leg.
That was. Right. That was. I know I can't go any further. This sucked. Let's make more money the next time when I can fight you again.
Right. And honestly, I not only do I think he was selling the fight, but I also think he was fucked up on pain, adrenaline. Like when when that shit's rushing, like you have no idea what you're saying.
And embarrassment probably too.
I don't think he was embarrassed. Honestly,
the first round, you get to finish the fight.
He broke
frustration.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Like he broke his leg. He got knocked out.
And he's saying he came into the fight with a stress fracture in that leg. So, which makes even more sense.
Wow. That's insane. I don't know why he would do that, but...
I don't know why he would do it either. I literally don't know why you would fight on a stress-fractured leg when you know you're going to be doing leg kicks. But dudes are insane.
Speaking of insane and coming into things with injuries, did we see the report today? Tom Brady went to play the whole season with a torn MCL.
And won the Super Bowl.
I mean, we try to find reasons to despise this guy, but you can't do anything with just admire greatness.
It's crazy, man.
Like he played.
Why is that coming out now?
I don't know.
Because it's what happens in all sports when it's in the off season and it's a month like now when July. There's no training camps going on. There's no stories going on. Somebody needs a story.
Yeah,
that's probably something that's been known for months, but they waited until it was a slow news cycle to drop it.
Well, yeah, they always show people getting, injured and surgery and all that shit after.
Man, those football players, their bodies are broken after seasons.
After season, but he went into the season.
Yeah,
right.
I remember I was watching. I can't remember. I was watching something. It was something with a Todd Gurley interview, and they were asking him, what's recovery like after a Sunday game, and he was saying how they can't move.
Yeah.
Like they legitimately cannot move for 3 days.
Right. I could only imagine.
That's just crazy to me to think about that. Your job is literally pain. That's
your job is to put your body through a car crash for
every single
3 hours for my entertainment.
Every single once a week.
The running backs, man, like Aaron Jones, when you Delvin Cook and all them, like Derrick Henry, there's grown men that are running 17 to 20 miles per hour trying to take your head off, and you touch the ball at least 20 times a game.
It's so crazy, man. I wish we could get somebody. I wish we could get an athlete on here. I would love to know just what it's like.
We can make it happen.
Yeah, we need to get somebody on here.
We can get somebody.
Every penny that they get.
Every athlete, not just football players. Every athlete.
Yeah, you're putting your body through the ringer for my entertainment. You deserve every penny you get.
Right. Basketball players, that shit's no joke, man. You're playing 82 games. You're playing fucking four games a week, full games plus practice plus travel.
Right. I'm not sure if you guys watched the Shop episode. They had Brady and Draymond on it, and they were talking about what's
most recent one.
Yeah, and Draymond was he was saying I'm not trying to disrespect you, Tom, but I feel like basketball's harder because at least in football you get a break in between. You don't got to play both sides of the ball. And then Tom's like, well, I feel like football's harder because you put yourself through a car crash. Every sport in its own way is the most complicated thing in the world.
Right.
The way I can put it, obviously I can't compare myself to them at all, right? I can't compare what it's got to be like to do that shit at all. But the way I can think of it is like this. Have y'all ever traveled before? Have y'all ever went on vacation before? I know y'all have, right? Have you ever gotten on a flight ever? When you get off that fucking flight, you are gassed. I'm not lying. Like when I get to the airport, I go through TSA, I go through all that shit. I get on the plane, I get off the plane, and I'm like, I'm just ready for bed, honestly. Like I could get in at like 12 o'clock p.m. and I want to go to bed. And these dudes travel all around the fucking country, sometimes across the fucking globe to like UK or some shit, and they gotta go play football after.
Right. But they selfish. It's really crazy, like all the stuff they put their bodies through. You can even like LeBron, like he say, $250,000 a year. It's probably even more now.
Oh, for sure.
All that Space Jam money about to go right to the next 3 years of staying alive to play until the sun gets here.
Ain't far off. You only got like 2 years.
Right. Y'all going to see Space Jam?
I'm not going to see it. I'm having it in the.
Oh yeah,
he's got the party.
This Sunday?
Sunday.
What time?
We'll talk offline.
Yeah. Let me know.
Don't dox him. Don't dox him on the chat.
somebody chasing Kenny.
The ops are always watching.
His FBI agent gonna show up. How you watching this movie?
But it's streaming on HBO Max.
Yeah, no, I know. But listen, man, let's get right to the NBA Finals. Series tied 2-2.
Get that fucking jersey off.
All those people were saying, man, Suns in 4. Chris Paul did it.
That was 1.
16 years. He did it.
Oh, we're counting the Suns out?
No, whoa. Just let me intro, because there's a lot of people saying after the 2 games in Phoenix, we're supposed to win at home already. It's 2-0. People are saying it's a sweep when they still got to go back to Milwaukee. So, first off, let's talk about the choke job they did last night, being up, I think, 10 points.
Let's back it up to what you said, talking about people saying it was over, like we didn't have every reason to say it. Like, I mean, if you watch the first couple games,
it was smoke.
Phoenix was clearly the better team. Like, and
Giannis didn't look good.
Yet.
Yeah.
So at the time saying it was not you were not wild for saying it. But now you look back at like historically this playoff, what's happened, the Bucks have been down.
It's like Ash catch him when he's got to go catch the Pokemon. That's what he does.
Like they play better from behind, but I'm still not counting the Suns out. I mean,
no, I think to be honest, this is gonna go. I feel like it's gonna go 7.
I think it's gonna go 7.
I think for many reasons it's gotta go 7, but I don't know, man. I don't know who to really give the call here to. So I'm just excited to watch it.
And because I also think if you're Phoenix, you got to feel. I mean, obviously you're never okay with a loss, but after last night's game, like when Book got in foul trouble, they had to take him out, and he sat most of the fourth quarter, and that's when the Bucks made their comeback. You have to think and hope Book is not going to have 5 fouls going into the fourth quarter every game the rest of the series. If Book plays the whole fourth quarter, I think the Suns win last night. Yeah,
for sure. And he shouldn't even been in most what was it, at like 6-minute mark where he fouled the shit out.
7 fouls.
He fouled the shit out of Drew Holiday. That's not rigged, but okay.
Rick's saying CP3's hurt.
No, CP3 is just playing like trash right now.
Yeah, he playing hot
giving
garbage.
the ball to everybody except for the Suns.
Yeah.
Oh, he's turning over?
Oh yeah.
He ain't never been in the finals before.
Chris Middleton was hooping.
Yeah, man. Chris Middleton's the best player on that fucking team.
Well, the thing it's crazy. Chris Middleton, it's gonna sound dumb. He's your go-to guy. Because I can't have a go-to guy who can't hit a jump shot reliably.
My man Greek was bugging yesterday. He was bugging.
I hate to say it because like fuck the Bucks, but like Greek, like Giannis is unguardable. Like
he's guardable.
Matter.
Make him shoot.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
He's too big. He's too strong. You give him that paint. You give him that layoff. Right, he'll just drive in on you. Like he can't guard it.
Kevin Durant, KD, because KD, I don't want shooting jump shots.
Bro, but even they're forcing him to shoot jump shots right now, and he has 80 points in 2 games.
But they're not doing a good job of forcing him to shoot jump shots because he's not shooting jump shots. He's like 95% inside the restricted area. Before yesterday's game, it was 22 of 23 from inside the restricted area. They're not guarding him well.
Hey, man. So I'm gonna make y'all choose. Who do y'all got and what game? Are you saying 6 games, 7 games? Who you got? Bucks, Suns? Who y'all got? I'm gonna make y'all pick. There ain't no
I'm gonna go Phoenix in 6.
I'm going Suns in 7.
Suns in 7?
I'll go Phoenix in 6 just to be different.
Yeah.
All right. Damn, man. Like, y'all gonna make me have to do it then. Shit. I'm gonna have to pick the Bucks then. I gotta be that guy. I say Bucks in 7. Bucks in 7 for sure.
You probably wouldn't be wrong. I mean, they're probably favored right now, honestly.
Probably.
They look like they wanted it more yesterday. Not gonna lie.
I think they knew they had to win. After dropping both games on the road, you cannot drop any games at home.
Right. Oh man, trying to think of what else. Yeah, when's the Olympics start?
It's got to be relatively soon because they're already looking to replace players that are going through COVID protocol, so there can't be enough time for them to be there.
Okay. So what do y'all think about USA being hot garbage right now? Basketball.
I think that this is going to be like the 2004 USA team.
Why?
A lot of young guys.
Hold on. I gotta say that. Why was Trae Young left off the team?
Well, because at the time
he was in the playoffs still.
Was he?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, because Book and Middleton are on the team, and Drew Holiday. They're just not there yet.
Oh.
I think he was left off at the time, just when when they made the roster. I mean, obviously Trae Young has been great all year, but all these other guys were better in their eyes. So they put the roster together and it was left him off, like whatever.
Yeah.
And they had the chance to make it right with Brad Beal, but apparently Trae Young put something out today on Twitter making it seem like they're still not even calling him to come in.
Yeah, because he put up the Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
No, you seen that or no?
No, I didn't see that.
The Isaiah Thomas,
The
Last Dance. The Last Dance where Isaiah Thomas was talking about how Jordan basically colluded to leave him off the team.
Yeah.
Trae Young put that on his Twitter today with the American flag. ... American flag.
Yeah.
Of course.
But see, the thing is, though, I can't see who would be colluding against Trae Young because the only team that really couldn't stand him was the Knicks, and there's no Knicks on the roster.
I was gonna say I don't think he meant it in that context. I think it was
I know, but I'm sure there's people out there that believe that there were players.
Speaking of, not to change the subject, but I'm going to real quick. Speaking of not to make the rosters, what do you think about all of the Houston Astros declining to play in the All-Star game, even though they made the All-Star game?
I mean, it's just another.
Is it not pussy ass bullshit or what?
It is. But
wait for what?
For baseball, the Houston Astros.
Because they made the All-Star game, like Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa. I think Kyle Tucker made it, or no, he got snubbed. Somebody else for the Astros made it too, and they all declined to play in the All-Star game.
Personally, I think they did it because they didn't want to be in the locker room with everybody else in the league. Because every single player in baseball hates the Houston Astros because they're cheaters that admitted to cheating and had zero punishment for it.
Yeah.
Would you want to share a locker room with one of them? I wouldn't.
No.
Would you want to put yourself in that situation to share a locker room when you know everybody hates you? I wouldn't want to do that either.
Baseball players.
And it's just another way for the Astros to make everything about themselves.
Baseball players definitely throw their hands more than.
Oh yeah,
basketball,
that's a fact.
More than basketball and football.
Oh yeah, they fight. I mean, every year. I mean, there hasn't been that many, but multiple bench clearing brawls.
Yeah, they don't care.
You know why? It's because my man. Oh, what the fuck, Kenny? Of course, it slips my mind right now. Played for the Dodgers, went to the Reds. Fuck.
You got to give me more than that.
Yeah.
I think he's Spanish, Dominican.
Puig,
Yasiel Puig.
That's because you want to know on a roster right
you
now.
want to know somebody that's about it 24/7, ready to go.
All the time,
Yasiel
bro.
Puig, 100%, always ready to go.
Who's about it like that now? My man Ronald Acuna. They keep hitting him every game to lead off.
Not anymore.
But now he tore his ACL.
Yeah, not anymore.
But poor guy. I mean, the guy was getting plunked every
time they play the
every game. Like, come on.
Crazy.
Then they want to there's no room in baseball for a guy like this. You're not gonna keep plunking me and thinking I'm letting you get away with it. I ain't no punk.
So they're doing it on purpose?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was like for a whole series. It was like 4 games straight. He got hit with the first pitch. How is that? That's an accident.
Right. Are they doing that because he's so good, or they don't like him?
Yeah, because he's filthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's disgusting. But he tore his ACL. Now he's done for the year.
Yeah, he might be out.
Yeah, I saw that
next year too.
What was that? Was that last week or the week before?
Yeah, like a week and a half at this point. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But wait, back to the Olympics. We have Team USA, man. I understand it's exhibitions, it's this, it's that, but like
that's
we're
bad.
losing to Nigeria now.
This is not for seeding.
No, these
they're
are
just
games.
warm-up matches.
Okay.
But like, the loss to Nigeria is just inexcusable to me. Like, their best player is the 13th man on the Miami Heat, and you lost to them. I don't get that. It don't make sense to me.
Right.
And then you lose to Australia, which their team's decent, but Nick Wright put it perfectly. He put the 2 starting 5s next to each other. Said if you had the Team USA starting 5, they'd be the favorite to win the finals. If you had the Australia starting 5, they'd be the worst team in the NBA. Like, how do you lose to them?
Shit is crazy, bro.
It really is crazy.
I feel like it's gonna be like 2004. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. They're probably gonna prove me wrong and win gold still, but at this point, I wouldn't be shocked if they don't win gold. And now with Brad Beal being out, Jeremy Grant is now in protocols. Like, I don't know.
I think they'll still get it. I feel like they're just they came in and they take the teams lightly, and these teams came in. I mean, Australia, they're never slouch.
Right, they're no slouch. But,
yeah. I mean, I think they won the FIBA a couple of years ago, if not last year or 2 years ago. Yeah,
the year when like Team USA finished in like 6th.
Yeah, they won it, so they're definitely not bad. But I just think they came in slouching, and like these teams come in, they want to fucking beat USA, right? Like that's the one thing they want to do. So they're coming in and they're like giving you their best, like that's the best of the best.
USA is the top bar for most of these teams.
And plus, another thing to think about too is that a lot of these guys on the USA team just got off of a long season. Like a lot of those guys are in the playoffs.
Okay, but Australia was the same way.
Right.
All their players were in the NBA. I mean, you think USA started Dame Lillard, Brad Beal, Jason Tatum, KD, and Draymond. Australia started Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, Matthijs Thiebaud, and I forgot who the other 2 were. But so the rest thing, I can't agree with that for that game. Yeah. And when your worst starter is Draymond Green and their best starter is Joe Ingles.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I mean, it's a little bit different with you got bench players on these other teams that didn't get burned like these USA players did. Like
you know why they didn't get burned like these USA players did? Because they weren't good enough to play in the NBA.
No, I understand. Trust me. It's a fucking smack in the face for USA, for the country, first off. And second off, it's just bad for the sport of basketball, honestly. Like, you got this team that's supposed to come out here and walk through the Olympics and get a gold medal. And you got them losing to Nigeria, who were 30-point underdogs. Think about that. 30-point underdogs.
The last 2 times we played Nigeria, we beat them by like a combined 120 points.
Nuts.
Imagine. Can you even bet on the Olympics?
Yeah, you could bet on that.
Oh shit, bro.
Listen, I might have to go to the kiosk and put some money on Luka.
Bro, listen. I just saw a bet on Twitter today. It was some guy from Philly or Jersey. I don't know which one. But he bet 8+ assists from Giannis. Middleton to have 35+, and then Devin Booker 35+. $60 on it. He won $10K off the app.
Crazy.
Off the sportsbook app. We need that in New York. Cuomo, where you at?
No,
Cuomo, where you at?
It's legal. They said they're hoping that they'll work out the logistics by the Super Bowl.
Man.
Yeah, of course. They're waiting for the fucking NFL season, of course.
Right. They want their money. Shit is nonsense.
Bro, we went to Atlantic City a couple weekends ago, and not only could you bet all the games from your phone, but you don't even have to go to a casino. You could literally sit in your room and play like virtual blackjack, virtual fucking roulette, anything right there. Like, fuck New York.
What is it, like 8 to 10 states that are able to bet right now off the apps?
I don't even know.
There's actually a bunch of them. I looked it up the other day.
I know New York isn't, which New Jersey isn't. It's literally the same state.
Like I said, New York is legal now. They just have to, like, it's been passed. They just have to now get the implementation in.
Bro, when I drive to Philly, as soon as I hit that border, after an hour and a half on the road from Albany, I open that app. It says, you're now in New Jersey. Open that sports book, make a whole bunch of bets because I'm there for the weekend or whatever. Like, bro, they need that in New York badly. They got it in the kiosk, though. It doesn't make any sense. Even if you allow us to bet on the casino app. You know? Like, not the sports, the DraftKings or the FanDuel. Right. If it was just like Turning Stones betting app or Rivers betting app. But they don't do that. So, man, what else y'all got? What else been on your mind? What's y'all week been like, actually? Nobody really even, feel me? Like, I was the only one to say something.
Hopefully
I said it was good. Neil just jumped right in.
That's another good point. If you check the chat, Upstate might get blacked out because of the Indian Nation.
Right. It's a battle for what? Bro, it's a battle for money.
They might veto that shit because people wouldn't go to the casino.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Shit is ridiculous.
Like, they already don't pay taxes on anything in the reservation land there, and you can't let us at least have mobile sports betting? I don't even care about mobile gambling.
You know what might happen, though? Like, Point Place might make their own app or something like that. And they'll probably use that. I'll take that.
I'll take anything.
The Point Place is the name of the sports book place there. So
okay.
My guess would be that they'll make their own app to have like a happy medium.
I'll literally take anything. Honestly, I'm so fucking sick of seeing FanDuel Sportsbook, DraftKings Sportsbook, and they're like, nah, just
that's
kidding,
what I'm saying.
But
those people that are from out of town that are on Facebook and show me how much money they make.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have the energy to go drive to the casino all the time to put it back. I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'm not that much of a degenerate gambler yet. But if I had my phone on me, I'd be a degenerate gambler.
He said, yeah. Kid, he gonna be like, yo, what's the bet? Yo, listen, when NFL hit, it's gonna get bad.
Bro, I
might start putting stuff away right now.
I thought about this. I thought about this today actually when I was golfing. For the week one, we should go to kind of make a vlog and go to the Caesar Sports Center there at the casino and just throw some bets down for the viewers and just let them know what we're thinking.
Yeah. We'll probably. Well, we can't go directly up to the kiosk with the camera, but. We can.
We'll go
right to the kiosk. Then after we can,
Yeah. We'll go. No, we don't have to go to the key. Yeah, we'll go right to the little thing in there, the little lounge.
Team that's always made me money. Player that's always made me money. For anybody, Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, and Russ we trust.
This is not true, Lawrence.
He made me money.
This is not true.
He made me money.
He did not.
He made me money, and he also lost me a big bet too. But he lost me.
Yeah.
He won me. He won me.
Seahawks, and then for 3 straight weeks they did you dirty.
Listen, but
you kept saying in Russ we trust, and we were wondering why. It was like we could go run the clips back. It was like 3 or 4 straight weeks.
Because I started doing props too. I didn't just do straight out team.
But he was losing you straight up on money line.
Yeah.
That's when I switched over to the props, and then I started betting the stats, and then it was cool.
I'm not betting props, man. That's just no.
Props are good.
Props are that's where the money is. That's where it's money. You gotta.
I'm not dealing with
you gotta know the matchups. You gotta know what's going on. Like Josh Allen.
There's also some props are weird where you can't put them in certain parlays, and I'm not worried about all that nonsense.
Yeah, because they know it's gonna hit. That's why they don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. Because I had one time. It's like Derrick Henry over under 50 yards. I was like, okay, over. And it was like the Titans. Cannot combine. I was like, see, like this.
Yeah, right. Listen, hey, mobile betting is definitely addictive. Like I said, bro, when I go see y'all relinking up for podcasts, soon as I hit that New Jersey border, my phone come out.
It's in. Yeah, that's what we were doing. My boy Crow, we were on our way to Atlantic City, and I had his phone, and I was refreshing the Barstool bet app. Every time we were in New Jersey too, and it like wouldn't grab his location for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just refreshing that shit. Yeah, just to touch on this because we didn't really talk about it at all, but we had the All-Star game this past week or the past couple of days. All-Star game, home run derby, celebrity softball game.
I was gonna try to transition to that after you came from me at the beginning, but
yeah. So obviously wasn't the result we were looking for Shohei, but I mean the man's had so much pressure, pressure on him. Oh, Joey Gallo too. Joey Gallo really didn't even do nothing. At least Shohei put the show on.
No, Gallo only lost by 1 home run too, though.
Yeah, but he really didn't hit. I mean, he didn't really do what he was supposed to do. Like they were expecting him to come out and hit like 600-foot bombs, like over the
like who was? Yeah, he was supposed to hit one out of the stadium.
Yeah, they literally said they wanted him to hit a home run and then hit another home run because it was still flying in the air. They thought he could hit 2 at the same time.
He probably could have too.
Definitely could have.
The thing was, Shohei and Joey Gallo had so much pressure on them. Like they were supposed to be the matchup in the finals. They purposely lined it up for that to happen, and just it was too much. And Shohei, he got gassed. He had a bad draw.
Bro, he got gassed, first off. Second off, like you said, exactly what you said, an awful draw. You do not want to go up against that man. All right? He's got the swing in baseball, one of the easiest swings.
Mm-hmm.
They just, especially in that altitude, he hits it high, and the ball just goes.
And he's a showman, so you knew he was going to put on a show.
Right, exactly. And the one thing I did, which they actually, I thought about it too before they actually talked about it in the broadcast. I was like, why is he was trying to pull everything. He doesn't need to do that. Shohei does not need to pull baseballs. He literally just needs to swing the bat. And you could see when he caught fire, he wasn't trying to pull. He was just swinging. And the balls were just fucking going. He hit one 516 feet. 516.
That's crazy.
Like, you think about this for a second, all right? He is 20. He's 26 years old. He stopped his whole life in Japan, came over to America. He is the ace on the Angels. He hits behind Mike Trout, who's the best player.
When he's not batting leadoff.
But yeah, when he's not batting leadoff, he's quote unquote the best. Mike Trout is the best player of all time.
Whoa.
I'm just saying what people say. They say his WAR.
He said easy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying what they say.
I know what you're saying.
All right. So, but anyways, and he hits bombs. Right, he'll hit bombs. He can throw 101 mile per hour fastball plus drop a curveball on a 65. He has 13 stolen bases. He leads the league in extra base hits. He's like top 3 in on base percentage. He leads the league in exit velocity on home runs. He has the furthest home run hit this year.
Stat man in full effect.
It's absolutely fucking insane. And people like. I hate to touch on it because I didn't even want to give it.
Man, let's not.
Like Stephen A. What he said the other day was completely out of line. All right.
Before we get into that,
I don't even want to talk about it because he already addressed it, and he had multiple, members of the Asian American community come on and talk about why he was wrong and all that. So he owned up to it 100%, which I respect him for. But he should have never said that ignorant ass shit in the first place.
That's a fact. But it is literally something we've never seen before. And I'm so tired of people saying, "Whoa, you ever hear of a guy named Babe Ruth?" Well, yeah, I have, but there's a couple things about Babe Ruth here. As Neil will always say, and he's 100% right, Babe Ruth played against milkmen. Not only did he just play against milkmen, he played at a time before the league was integrated, so he did not play against any black players in the MLB. So there's one big heaping hole there. And 2, Babe Ruth was never a two-way player at the same time doing this dominance. When he played in Boston, he was strictly a pitcher that hit sometimes. He did hit for power there, but he wasn't an everyday hitter who was also an everyday pitcher. When he went to New York, he batted every day and pitched 6 times over like a 10-year span or however long it was the Yankees. He only pitched 6 times. So no, we have never seen someone do what Shohei Ohtani has done. And if anyone tells you Babe Ruth did it, then tell them, look it up. You're just saying that because you know that he was a pitcher and a hitter, but he was not a two-way player. There's a difference between a two-way player and Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was not a two-way player.
Colin Cowherd said it the best. All right, he said Shohei Ohtani is better than Babe Ruth, and it's not close. Okay?
It's not.
It's not close, and not only is it not close, but exactly what you said, and I've said this many of times. You've got Shohei Ohtani right now playing against the best baseball players in the world. the best. Like, Kenny, prove me. Tell me, am I wrong? They're the best baseball players in the world. Like,
no,
you
got them coming from
everywhere,
Latin
across
America,
everywhere, Japan, Asia, everywhere. And you got people that are literally would kill somebody to get up to even to the AAA level right now. And you got these guys.
You got dudes forging birth certificates to get to the MLB.
Literally. And he's out here leading. I think his splitter, he throws a split finger fastball, right? He has a splitter, and it leads the league in whiff rate. That's how good his splitter is. He has that pitch that he has leads the league in whiff rate as when he's starting pitcher. So you got this guy out here playing against the best players in the world, pitching once a week, hitting every day, and hitting the best pitchers. He's not just facing the best starting pitchers. He's facing specialist guys, setup guys that literally come in for one inning to set up for their closer. And he's coming out here and putting on a show. Literally, showtime.
How many home runs he got?
33 home runs. He leads the league in home runs.
By a lot.
33 home runs.
That's insane.
And we saw Vlad Jr., who's second, win the All-Star Game MVP and smoked that golf ball, right? I mean, they had Fernando Tatis on the mic, and as soon as he hit it, he put his hands on his head like, oh, my God. And that's who he's in front of.
Right,
Could you imagine if he didn't have to focus on pitching, if he could just focus on hitting? Could you imagine that?
Right.
Like, he's got 33 home runs, and he pitches and hits. Could you imagine if he didn't pitch? I mean, he's easily has 40-plus home runs at the break.
Could you imagine if they let everyone use steroids like they did back in the day?
That's the other thing about Shohei is, like, people don't realize this. Like, I guess they think maybe because he's, like, from Japan, he's smaller in stature, some shit like that. He's a fucking giant. Like, well, he's 6'5". Like, because he's massive.
Everyone in the league is on that legal juice because when he's bigger than he was when he came over originally.
Yeah. Oh,
they're all on
yeah.
Juice.
You can see, like, you can see him.
He said that legal juice.
Yeah, bro.
It's a fact. They're all on legal juice.
The legal juice. Stop playing.
And you can see in pictures from when he first got in, or even last year to now, he's put on like 30 pounds at least of muscle. Like, it's nuts.
Right. But man, he's super impressive. I
mean, we're blessed right now, boys. Right? Would you say right now to be a sports fan, we're probably blessed?
Oh, right now it's booming, man. NFL got balance. Boxing is fun to watch. UFC is fun to watch.
Right. Like, if you think about, like, if you could just think about every sport that you would consider mainstream and think about the athletes that are in that sport. Like soccer or European soccer, you got Messi, you got Ronaldo. I mean, you've got Neymar, you've got Mbappe. Like, you got the best.
We're witnessing some of the best athletes. We're witnessing some of the best athletes ever.
Every sport right now, there's an argument to be made that we're watching the best of all time.
100%.
Basketball, you have LeBron James. Football, you have Tom Brady. Baseball, you have Mike Trout. Or I mean, Showtime. It's only his.
Fernando Tatis, Vlad Jr., Mike Trout, all this stuff. But, like, you have a solid top 10 that's arguable in every single sport.
But
right?
Listen, man. But you go to the old heads and they'll say that the old guys got it.
Bro, I am so sick of it. I am so sick of it. It's not true.
Even if I concede and I tell you, okay, Jordan's better than LeBron, I'm not going to do it. But even if I give you that, I'll say name me the rest of the top 10 from that era, and it doesn't compare to what we got right now.
Hey, we got Phil in the chat. Yeah, bro. Listen, what happened was, right, we knew that you wasn't coming to the show today, so we wanted to make it better without you. That's what happened. Unfortunately,
yeah,
it was Kenny's idea. So I'm gonna just throw him under the bus. So this was his idea to do this. I'm just saying. Nah, I'm fucking with him. We miss you, man. Hope you're having a good. What do you say? He's having a vacation, right? Vacation.
Yeah, he took some PTO.
Right. Listen, take your PTO. Prepare the others, because I'm not gonna be there. Because Wednesday, I just told my team leader, I said, prepare the others. That PTO is coming. All that fixer shit, and you throw all that garbage on my plate to fix, I will not be here. So you're gonna have to figure it out.
Yep.
Protect your PTO only. Yes, sir. Listen, take your PTO, man. If you got PTO, take your PTO.
I can't even stress it as many times as people talk to me about their jobs, their employers, and everything. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to think, like, your employer won't think twice.
Exactly.
If it comes down to it.
Right.
Like, they will not think twice. It doesn't matter how many years you put in at that company or months or how much shit you do. You could be their bitch for 15 years. And all it takes, budget cuts, you to fuck up one thing, like one report or some shit like that. It's over for you. So take your fucking time.
Another thing, too, is this is how you know you really should take PTO. Is when they try to convince you not to do it. That's when you double down and you do it. As soon as they start talking about that, it won't want you switch it to, oh yeah, I definitely need it on this day. Like, I'm out here, now you're tripping. You trying to convince me not to take a mental break? Like, how dare you?
After all the shit we've been through?
You know what? Extend another 8 hours on that. I need another day. Just for the abuse that you just
my job. They gave us a mental health day.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
That's fire.
Rick, that's a fucking fact. Lawrence, that's a fact. We need to set that shit up.
Bro, that would be a great time. Great time.
A little weekend getaway somewhere. We'll film that. We'll film some shit.
It's very possible with the group of people we got. I feel like it's
Did I get into a fight?
What? You said what?
I said.
You said it's very possible. He said that he gets into a fight.
With who?
Anyone. Doesn't matter who.
They don't want that. That's not a good idea.
Whose side are you on, Lawrence?
I'm not on nobody's side.
Nah, you can't stay neutral.
You're not gonna be fighting. That's the thing. Like,
bro, but you can't stay neutral in this fight. You have to pick a side.
Listen. Until it happens, I decide. It all depends on who it is. Like,
bro,
because if you
let's cross you off my list, bro.
For what?
For life.
For life? Wow, that's good. So you bring that negative energy to a positive vibe that we just mentioned, and you want me to take your side? Like, that's super toxic.
Oh, that's what.
No. We do go all the way back to the garbage bags, missing practice. Oh man, the good old days. He said, "Oh, you said the explanation? Okay, so it said tag."
What is this?
It was a post tag. It said the first at is gonna be your quarterback, and your third at is gonna be your cornerback that you go against, and you're the receiver. You scoring on him? Of course. Nil. It was Nil, and then it was Phil. Nil.
So Nil was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yep. Easy.
It don't matter. It don't listen. All you gotta do is throw it in my vicinity, and
that's it.
Phil's.
I don't. What's the explanation we need here?
There's none. I just throw it up. I just got to throw it like 20 yards past Lawrence and Phil, and Lawrence gonna go grab it.
Exactly. But man, yeah, we got a lot of things coming.
There's so much shit, man.
We got the fantasy league.
Every single fucking time we talk about this shit, I can't stress it enough. We have so much shit. Like, we have so much shit.
He said you're overthrowing like Jared Goff.
Bro, tell him to stay in this fucking
chat.
That
sounds like a slap in your face, Lawrence. You're saying you can't catch up to it.
Bro, stay in the chat, all right? Let the men have a conversation on the podcast here.
But man, everybody that's been in the chat, we really appreciate you. Rick, Phil, it's Creasy. Who's this Creasy?
That's my friend Brandon Crow. That's what I was talking about.
What's good? Welcome. Is this first time here?
First time, bro. He says every time he tries to watch us, he says he can't find the link or he can't find the live or some shit like that. So
listen, if he's still in here, man, that's a lot of cap. I'm calling cap on you.
I call cap too. I'm calling the big cap.
Inspired by True Events Network on YouTube.
Bro,
Thursday 9:00 on the dot.
That's a Yankee no brim cap. All right, that's
come on, bro.
No brim.
Come on, we calling you out in the chat.
All you gotta do is go to YouTube and type in
That's it. That's it, bro.
There. All you got, and another thing too, exactly. Hit that live notifications. Like, man, shame on you.
But you're here today.
Showtime.
That's all that matters.
Showtime, Nick. Shout out to you too, bro.
He said she.
Shout out to you for the engagement on Instagram too. If I believe, I'm not sure
Myron
about
was in
Facebook
here.
too. Myron was in here too. Who else?
Otto usually is. We gotta shout him out every time because he'll watch it back later.
Yeah.
He'll feel some type of way that we didn't say his name.
I'm gonna get a comment that's gonna pop up in the middle of the name. What? Kenny, you're tripping. Lawrence, you're tripping. What are you talking about? But man, fantasy league. We're gonna be doing 2 of them. One for $50, one for $25. We just got to decide on which is gonna be the 10-man, which is gonna be the 12-man. Correct?
I would say, my opinion, do 25 for the 12-man. More people in it, anyways.
All right. But so the $25 league is gonna be 12-man, and then the $50 is gonna be 10-man. We'll have 2 leagues for IBTE Sports. I'm really excited. Another thing too is we got to make sure we get different groups of people in each, so it's not both. So, because there's a couple people that I was talking to out here. They want to get in the leagues and everything. So, I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be fun. A lot of trash talk. We'll bring people on weekly. NFL season, man. Oh my goodness.
Listen, I got programs that I create power rankings for fantasy football every week. Yep. I drop new power rankings.
Shout out to Kenny,
I have a nice little trash talk segment that I make. So,
oh man, I missed those.
We will definitely be keeping those posted every week on all IBTE sports pages.
Right. Any last words from you guys?
Shout out to my boy Joe getting married this weekend. It's gonna be a good wedding. It's gonna be a great time. That's it. You locked up, boy. We got the British Open this weekend. Started today. Watch that shit. You're gonna watch some good golf. It's some good golf this weekend. So watch that shit. I think that's all we got. Is Jake Paul fighting Tyron Woodley this weekend too?
No, that's August 3rd.
Oh, a couple
months.
I
think so. Yeah, next month.
A couple weeks from now. Yeah.
Or not August, but the first weekend in August.
If you're not a fan of the Paul brothers, watch that because he will get fucked up.
Yeah. I think so, but you never know what happens. Gonna happen.
You never know. It's the fight game. You never know.
Yeah. So man. I wasn't here last week to do it, but shout out to college athletes who can now finally profit off of their own likenesses with NIL finally being passed. So if you're a college athlete out there, figure out some way to make money off yourself because you've been a slave to the system for far too long.
Right. Yep. Exactly. That's major right there. Last words for me, man, is keep being productive. Anything that you want to do, go do it. Forget what people say, you feel me? This concludes another episode of Inspired by True Events Sports Podcast. We appreciate you. We love the support.